Hey guys, I'm Chad and we just finished watching episode 6 of season 6 of 100, and this episode was amazing.
Yeah, this episode was really good. This season,
so good. This season is awesome.
It's awesome. So much better than last season.
So much better than last year. Yeah. Bellamy, this episode, I think that's what we have to talk about first. Bellamy was just so broken. Like, he was heart Bellamy again. He was just thinking with his heart. He was grieving, and it was so nice to see that because we never got to see that before. You know, it skipped right over that. So it was really nice. And guys, I feel like we say this every fucking year, but that Clarke reunion.
Yeah, guys.
That Clarke reunion every year.
And honestly, like,
year.
Alright, I might be baiting myself and all of you, but if they wanted to do this and to make Clarke canon, or make it, maybe not make them canon, but push it to that where we're eventually gonna get that, like, Bellamy, his reaction to Clarke dead, and like him seeing her like alive. Bellamy has lost Clarke once. Yeah. This is him losing her twice. At that point,
I just think, like,
I feel like Bellamy needs to realize that, like, this is the woman that he's in love with, and like he needs to realize that he wants to be with her. And I feel like losing her twice is a good, like, way of pushing that. And I feel like once he realizes that she's not there and he gets her back, like, that reunion, like, I feel like if he doesn't realize it in that moment, then I feel like it's never gonna happen on the show. Like, that needs to be like a turning point. Like,
it could be if they want to play this correctly and eventually give us canon Clarke, then they could do it.
Because, like, guys, imagine that reunion.
That, like, reunion's gonna be great.
After losing her, like, she was dead after season 4. He thought she was, and now she's dead. He thinks she's dead now.
The problem is we have Echo. That's the problem. Bellamy's already in a relationship. That's
that could easily be fed. Echo can literally realize, I mean, Echo must realize it by now. She's not stupid. Like, she has to realize that Bellamy's in love with her. And I feel like if him reacting like that when he found out she was dead, and then her coming back and, like, seeing how happy he is, and, like, his reaction to that, I feel like Echo could realize, like, if my boyfriend is in love with Clarke.
Because
it could be done. It could be done. I don't know if they're gonna do it.
I'm not getting my hopes up. That happened last year.
I'm not getting my hopes up.
It didn't happen, so
I'm not getting. I'm just saying it would be a shame if they don't do that.
It would be a shame if they don't.
Especially because Bob and Eliza are married. So
I think honestly that they will go there next season. I don't see it happening this season. I think next season.
No, this season we could get the push towards it happening. Hopefully. Like next season.
Fingers crossed.
But I'm not gonna. I don't want to like get my hopes up because it sucks when you get your hopes up, and
that's what
we all know
that
year. So I don't want to like say it's gonna happen, but I'm just saying that I think that that's the way that if they wanted it to happen, it could. But
and I do think though that our chances have increased due to circumstances. I feel like it will happen next year. I really, really do. But anyway, this episode they did kind of bait us a little bit, like when you had Russell who said someone you love, like what it's like to lose someone you love, like basically comparing Josephine and Gabriel to Bellamy and Clarke, and literally like Russell knows this and like he's known him for like 2 minutes. So there's that, but you never know. I know. I really want to go there too.
Tired of getting baited.
I think once they find out that Clarke is in there, it's gonna change everything.
Oh yeah, that's the whole thing. Right now they don't know that Clarke's alive. So once they realize that, which I don't know how they're gonna realize that, I have some ideas in my mind of how that can happen, but I know it's probably not gonna happen. So I'm not even gonna share those with you guys. It's like fan fiction.
I'm sure it's every fanfic out there right now.
Like, I really like just hope that they'll get like Clarke will come out for a few seconds and like
just talk to Bellamy.
That'd be wonderful.
Yeah,
but that's probably not. I'm not even gonna get there.
I do think that once that happens, it'll change.
Once they realize that, they're gonna realize.
But I loved how Bellamy was just focused on Clarke's not here. What does anything matter? Like, he's literally was like, I don't care if these people are gonna save my people. They said this and they killed Clarke. Like, that's all that mattered to Bellamy.
Yeah. He was all heart, and then eventually he did think with his head, which brought me back. Like, I could think about the scene in like season 4 when Bellamy and Clarke were talking about the heart and the head, and like Clarke had said like, you have such a big heart, Bellamy. You have to use this too. And I think he realized like, what am I like I need to pull myself together. This is not what Clarke would want. She wants us to survive, and that's really where he came at the end of the episode. It took him a while to get there, but once he finds out that Clarke is actually in there still, it's game over. Like, it's like
literally like
his priority is gonna be to get Clarke out of there
I was so ready for
and
that.
to kill Josephine somehow.
And I love though that like everybody basically knew that like once Bellamy figured out like Clarke is dead, like shit's gonna hit the fan.
I really like the scene of Murphy and Bellamy, that scene that they had. I really
I thought that scene was so raw.
Yeah, that scene was really raw, and
it was just so good. Yeah, and there were the emotions in that scene.
Yeah, they both killed that scene.
I love that. I love that. Bellamy basically said like she cared about you too, Murphy. Like I know like she didn't always show it, but she did. Like I really liked that, and it was just like the not Clarke just hurts, and just that whole scene, and then bringing up Monty, like and what Monty would have wanted, and like maybe this is how we have that better world. Like oh my god, it was a lot. That scene obviously was a lot. Yeah. And then oh my god, him telling Maddie I think was another one of my favorite scenes. That was definitely like the most tragic thing. And I just think of like last season when he was like Maddie and he said I won't let anything happen to Clarke, and now he had to tell Maddie that she's dead, and I'm just full
that
of
was
pain.
so heartbreaking. Maddie, this episode, guys, is going down a bad path.
Maddie's listening to the Dark Commander.
Yeah, it literally was like come to the dark side. Like it almost felt like it was like
a seduction.
Yeah, like a set. Like I felt we were in Star Wars. And, yeah, now Gaia is gone, so that's horrible because now Maddie's like kind of alone. I mean, she has Bellamy in the sense that like she could talk to Bellamy, but Bellamy doesn't know all this commander stuff. He doesn't understand it. Gaia understood it and how to like help her, and Bellamy doesn't understand that. So now Maddie is
I think Gaia might go to Bellamy, hopefully like
she's banished.
Yeah, but hopefully I don't know. I feel like we need to fix what's going on with Maddie, and like, don't understand why we don't just take this fucking thing out of her head. Like, why do we need it? Why do we need it?
It would be so much easier if we take it out of her head.
She doesn't need it. And yeah, I mean, it was really interesting, like having like it looked like it was like a chess setup, and then having them like having her like have to figure out a way, and like she's like saying like, oh, the flame will guide me, and like trying to fight back even though like it didn't really work. And yeah, I just felt so bad for Maddie. Like when she looks in the mirror, she sees him, and then it was just terrifying. Like I just felt so bad for her.
And now Maddie is at the point where she just wants revenge for what happened to Clarke, and she's gonna use the commander now.
That's where Bellamy's mindset was at too.
That's
like Bellamy was like, I want to kill them all.
I'm hoping he can like talk to her and be like, listen, like I understand why you're doing this, but like it's not what Clarke would want, and like have a talk like that. Yeah, I feel like that's what. I don't know. I mean, at this point, I feel like it's past talking, though. Maddie's like,
I mean, I feel
she was
like
gonna kill Gaia.
I feel like now without Gaia, like Bellamy's probably, and without Clarke being there, I feel like Bellamy's definitely gonna take some like parental, like adopt Maddie kind of more, you know?
Especially
like
because he was the one who told her.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that he's gonna really check in on her and help her out with that, because I'm so curious what's gonna happen, and we know that eventually she's gonna end up in that chair, and she's gonna get caught by them because she's a Nightblood. Like eventually something's gonna happen with that. We see that in the trailer for the entire season, so we'll see what's gonna happen with that. I'm just so happy that Clarke is still in there. Like that ending, how she wakes up and you hear like all like these whispers, and then you see all the pictures of like her life, and she's like on the ark, and it's back to like season 1. Like I love the way that they did that. I know, and you see like the drawing
as she on the floor. I loved it.
So,
it was very
cool.
exciting though, because I'm excited now to find out more about that and to get closer to Clarke coming back. Yeah, because I feel like that's just gonna be an amazing episode. That's gonna be so like satisfying when Clarke comes back.
It's gonna be great. We also had this episode a lot of weird scenes with Octavia, Diyoza, and Xavier. Like what the hell is going on with this anomaly? We find out that the oldness of her hand, like it's spreading, so it's killing her.
But it's also like it chose her in a way. Like
now like there's like the circle thing.
Yeah, and it's like calling to her in the same way that it happened to him. So I feel like he's gonna be able to help her, and I guess that's gonna be really good for Octavia, I guess, in the end. I mean, I don't understand, like I guess they're gonna figure out how to stop it spreading, but like I guess maybe she'll have a bigger purpose and that'll help her. I don't know. I really think that's where they're going, but I do love I still love the like all the scenes with that. I think it's really interesting.
I love that Diyoza was like on her side, like trying to help her, and I really like Xavier. I think he's probably one of my favorite new characters that we've gotten. I think he's so cool, and I really like his dynamic with Octavia. It gives me some Lincoln vibes there. I don't think it's going to be a ship right now, but I think maybe next season I would like to see it. Like, I kind of do want Octavia right now to just like be on her own. But I think next season I could see that happening.
Maybe.
This world is so strange. Like, we saw, like, first of all, we saw with Diyoza and Xavier how like there's like the healing stuff from the tree.
From the tree, yeah.
But there's also like, it seems like the trees can also like kill you, which is what we saw kind of happening with Echo.
That scene with the guy who like the tree was like basically sucking the life out of him. Yeah, and Echo was trying to show him mercy, and I like how she did do that. She did show him mercy. Yeah, I really like that scene with her. And then I think all the Echo scenes I really liked this episode.
Yeah, I really like seeing her like be strong and being like on our side. Like, I really liked
I like the scene where she found out that Clark was dead. Yeah,
that Clark, I like the scene when she found out that like Clark, like Josephine, like lied about where Bellamy was, and she was just like so confused, and then she kind of put it together, because like we have to remember, like Echo is smart. She was like Asgate's spy, like she's smart, so I like that they had her kind of figure it out on her own. And
now if only she could realize that her boyfriend's in love with Clark.
Yeah, now we just needed to figure that out.
The scene with Abby and Josephine was so frustrating because Abby is so hell-bent on getting Kane back, and of course because of that was where it was frustrating on Murphy, because he fed Josephine exactly what she needed to get through to Abby.
The addiction, her dad, just the dark years,
everything, like all of the receipts were there, and it pushed Abby. Like, it seemed like she kind of was like suspicious, but not enough to really
not believe it was
it, especially because she really just wanted, like, her priority was Kane.
And I don't think that she realizes what exactly is going on fully with the Nightbloods and how they take over, like, hosts. Like, I don't know if she's aware of the
it didn't seem like anybody, like, told her about that, because...
well, like, I know that, like, Clark was saying like, oh, they needed to make Nightblood so that way we could all live forever. But like, I don't think that she understood.
Abby was how do you live forever? What exactly are they doing?
She wasn't thinking.
Put two and two together. If they could do that, maybe this isn't.
Maybe
Clark.
It's not your daughter.
I don't know. Abby wasn't thinking straight, and it was really annoying.
Yeah, so. I mean, she was just focused on Kane, which we knew. We saw that in like we've seen that like all season. So we'll see. I mean, I'm interested about what. Like, how, what is gonna happen?
What is happening
now, they're gonna be able to make more Nightblood, so like
but she did end up helping them.
Yeah, like they're on the ship, and now like they're gonna
see. But now I'm confused though, because like our guys just kind of like seem defeated at the end. Like, aren't we gonna like do something? Like,
well,
are they leaving?
The deal was that like if they go along with it, then like all of our guys will live, but that's probably not gonna happen. So.
Well, no, because next episode, I think that it's going to be very Clark.
It's going to be Clark,
and, like, we're going to see a lot, I think next episode we're going to see a lot more Clark in the head.
Josephine.
And I think that there'll be some kind of, like, something that's going to happen where it's going to clue into somebody in our group.
Maybe by the end,
Maybe by, like, I would hope it was going to be, like, sooner, but yeah, probably
the very end.
Yeah, that Clark is still in there, and that'll get us jump-started into, like, really fighting back.
We still have, this was only episode 6, so now we're going on 7. We still have, like, 6 episodes left. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 30. We have 7 episodes left.
Yeah, so
I don't know if I don't know if we're gonna get Clark back by the end of the season. I would like it more towards like I would really love it if we could get her back by like episode like 9, and then have like the rest of the season her pretending to be Josephine to like kind of get infiltrated a little bit. Like, I think that would be really
I know,
cool.
I don't want it to wait till the last episode until we get Clark back. I feel like we can't drag that out that long. I feel like if we're gonna be getting like scenes of Clark still in her head and stuff, like how long are we gonna really get that? It has to be the next couple episodes.
I think The 100 is also a very fast moving show, so I feel like it'll speed it up a little bit, hopefully. But
not even that, but I feel like we could also get Clark back, and then there could be more problems.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna drag out to the end of the season. I feel like there's gonna be more issues on top of that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we know what the main problem is, but we also know we don't really know much about this anomaly thing. Like, we have to combine these storylines at some point. So we'll see. We are obviously really loving the season. Eliza killed this entire episode. Like, I get what like they all said how like how like Eliza's like on another level this season, and like she is like, it is so
I think
crazy.
in general, I think a lot of like, I think the acting in general on this season's on another level.
Bob
I feel
too.
a lot
Bob
of emotion.
This episode.
Yeah, it's really great.
Yeah, even like Lola's doing such a great job as Maddie. Like everybody, we just love this cast, obviously. So yeah, let us know what you guys thought about this episode. We'd love to know your thoughts. What were your favorite scenes? And yeah, and then we'll see you guys this weekend to talk to you guys about the episode live.
So you can keep up with our social media. All that is in the description box below.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Bye.